thank you everyone for coming out today. I want to recognize that what you see here today is the work of literally hundreds of people. Some of them are in this room today, some of them are not, some of them have passed. Decades of work brought us here, starting in the 70s and the 80s, when just being LGBTQ meant you were at risk. And unfortunately, that is still the case today, as we see in the headlines across the country. A lot of work went into making this a reality, and we are incredibly grateful for those people who did that work. Today and into the future, this will be a place of hope and resilience, and most importantly, joy. Christina?
How do I follow that? But I want to say thank you, guys. Thank you. This is our home as well as your home. You're all welcome. And I want to do, this has been a struggle for people like Tim. This is 20 years. This is 20 years in the making. And we want to let you know that this is a place that all are welcome. Thank you so much.
And as we all know, a building like this and the renovations that are making this beautiful facility available to us does not come for free. So we had a capital campaign, and we had a superstar capital campaign chair. So I'd like to introduce him at this moment, Mr. Ted Martin.
Thank you. So I have to say that 20 years in the making. Looking around here today, there are so many people that I know, and there are so many people that aren't here that I can see, and I know are here with us. This has been a wonderful journey. So I have to say thank you to everybody. But I also have to note that today is a momentous day for actually two reasons. 20 years ago today, Massachusetts was the first state to ever recognize same-sex marriage. 20 years ago today, our movement started. Both of them, I'm sure, could share the distinct honor of being the end of civilization as we know it. And as we know, neither one of those things happened. Nothing like that occurred. In fact, we made it better after, saving the institution of marriage. That's just an aside. But it's all good, and we're here now. And I think that this is a remarkable moment. This is a remarkable day. And I want to say thank you for everyone's generous time here. And may this be our mission to keep these doors open for many years to come. Thank you very much.
And we have had lots of wonderful support from our dignitaries, from our Patty Kim's office, from our commissioner, from the mayor's office. So we want to give them a round of applause at this moment, too, for always being there when we needed something. So when these folks are here, it's not just, hey, look at us. No, they're instrumental in helping to make this a reality. So for right now, let me first, in no particular order, introduce Commissioner Justin Douglas.
Well, thank you. I have a proc to read on behalf of the commissioners, which I will do in a moment. But before I do that, I want to talk briefly about the impact of this center. In 2017, I was a pastor in Hummelstown, pastoring a church that was moving toward inclusivity, but was not an inclusive church. And Amanda came and spoke at our church on a Sunday morning and continued to help us along in that journey. Ultimately, that church did not become affirming, and I lost my license because of that. But it was through people like you and others that are very connected to this center that I continued to be inspired by your heart for inclusivity here, your heart to resource people and help people. And ultimately, it did make the challenging time easier to have that support and those resources. I've got to know Amanda, and I'm very thankful for her leadership and ultimately the leadership that will continue on here at the LGBT Center. So I feel a connection here of service to me, not necessarily service from the county to the LGBT Center, just from my own personal experience. So I want to read this from the commissioners. We, the Dauphin County Board of Commissioners, are exceedingly pleased and proud to join with the community at large to welcome the LGBT Center of Central PA to its permanent new home at 1323 North Front Street in Harrisburg. Whereas we thank the LGBT Center Executive Director Amanda Carter, its dedicated board members, staff, donors, and local officials for spreading awareness of this welcoming new home for all and promoting love, acceptance, and inclusivity. Whereas this beautiful 3,000 square foot building is easily accessible by bus, foot, bike, or car, with parking available and a scenic view of the Susquehanna River. Whereas the center looks forward to welcoming community members into this space for programs, events, and drop-in space for LGBTQ plus communities across the region. Whereas today marks an exciting new chapter in the center's 18-year journey. Whereas after a 1.5 year long search and a capital campaign that fueled the purchase of its new home last July, the center has made the space ADA accessible, expanding the lobby and community room, and installed a fantastic full kitchen. Whereas hundreds of people helped make this purchase possible through fundraising and in-kind donations, fueled by a capital campaign committee chaired by Ted Martin. Therefore, we join the 286,000 residents of Dauphin County in celebrating the ribbon cutting of this wonderful new center. We extend our warmest welcome and heartfelt congratulations to all who made this center possible. And on this special day, we are delighted to declare May 17th, 2024 as LGBT Center Day in Dauphin County as they spread kindness, love, and belonging in Dauphin County.
Very much appreciated. Patty Kim has always been a friend of the LGBT community, whether she's in the House or maybe the Senate. So she could not be here today, but representing Patty Kim's office is Rob Walkamu.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rob. As introduced, I'm here on behalf of Patty Kim. I was very strongly asked to apologize that Patty is not here today. She was really looking forward to getting to be here and meet so many of you and celebrate this achievement and congratulate the people who put in all the work to make it happen. I've heard a few times that this was 20 years in the making, which is incredible. And I also just feel like that is kind of emblematic for how a lot of this work has gone here and elsewhere over time, where it is really just putting one foot in front of the other over and over and over again until we actually get the things that we need in our community and from our government and beyond. And so really sincerest congratulations and appreciations to everyone who laid the groundwork to make this happen. We cannot wait to see what you folks do with the place. To see the young people who you will support, the folks in need who will be supported by the programs here. And we're just so incredibly grateful for the invitation here as well as everything that has been put into making today happen. Obviously, this community is such an important part of what makes Harrisburg what it is. We love our neighbors, we welcome our neighbors, we appreciate them for who they are. And this fight is not going to end until every single person in Pennsylvania is welcome, appreciated for who they are. And so we look forward to continuing the work to advance these issues. And right now, there is a House bill called House Bill 300 that the State House has passed in part with Representative Kim's vote, that would codify protections against discrimination for folks based on gender identity and sexual orientation. And that bill right now is sitting to die in the Pennsylvania Senate. And so I know that one thing that Patty is going to want to do on day one is be a yes vote for codifying those protections. And so we look forward to the day that can happen. We look forward to working with you guys to make positive change in this community. And again, we're just so grateful for everything that went into making all of this happen. So thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, we have a friend in the mayor's office who cannot be here because he's on vacation, but to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jason Graves. I am the Director of Business Development for the City of Harrisburg. Yes, I am here on behalf of the mayor's office, but we all work together as one, so we are all together here at the same time with you. One thing that is basically home true to everything is equality, and equality makes everything go round. Without that, we are going to be in a discriminatory world, which we have to stop a lot of times. And that's one thing that we all need to understand as a people. We are all together as one, no matter our race, color, or creed, we are together as one person. And if without that, nothing's going to have to be accomplished or nothing's going to be achieved if we don't come together and actually show the basically love of what we all have for each other. And consider this with today's opening, basically consider this Love Day, because we have everybody here who's actually showing love and showing the appreciation for everyone that's here and being a part of this. My coworker actually here, she actually was a part of this as well. She was, as far as this were her sub-recipient, so she worked with this community with this building very well to make this happen. I'm not going to be up here for a long time because I know there's a lot of people that want to speak, but I just wanted to let everybody know that we are all together as one person. We are Harrisburg together. We need to stick together and actually make everything happen together as one.
95% of the work that happens to make something like this a reality is always behind the scenes. You know, the blood, sweat, and tears. So I want to introduce right now our interim director, Amanda Carter, to say a few words, not necessarily about the blood, sweat, and tears, but whatever she wants to say about these.
Thanks, Brad. All right. Thanks, everyone. I wanted to take an opportunity to thank our talented team at the LGBT Center, our dedicated board of directors, and everyone that calls the center home, right? And I cannot forget our generous donors. All of these people really did commit blood, sweat, and tears to this project, and here we are today. So we all have cause to celebrate, and I just found out that we have our own holiday as well, so extra cause to celebrate. And I want to encourage everyone to participate, contribute to the LGBT Center in any way that you can. There are opportunities to volunteer, to sit here at the front desk and welcome guests as they come in. And there's always opportunities to give a financial contribution. It goes a long way, and I'm super happy to be here today and to welcome you all to the new LGBT Center.
And of course, last but not least, it was, 2-3 years ago that Amanda Arbor, our previous executive director, had the idea with the board to find a place of our own, a home of our own. She did extensive focus groups to find out what our community wanted in a center. She spent a year and a half, 2 years, looking at every commercial property almost in the city of Harrisburg to find the right one. So she has definitely put in the time, the effort. The capital campaign committee, all of this would not be possible with everybody's help, but without the genesis of Amanda Arbor's vision, dedication, hard work. So without further ado, let's have her say a few words.
Thank you so much. It is so amazing to be here in this space, to have this dream realized in reality, and to have the center in a place to welcome our community members once again. As everyone has said, there's been so many people who have made this possible. Many of the people standing behind me, many of you here, and as well as those who are not with us anymore. And I'm so proud to have led the center through this great transition, and to see the work that Amanda Carter and Michael Schopp and the staff and the board have done to carry this through and to bring this project home. We really truly built this space together, and it belongs to all of us. And not just to each one of us here today, but to every single LGBTQ plus community member in our region. Every teen looking for a place to be who they are, every elder looking for a place to connect with others, every unhoused community member seeking a place where they can simply be and be safe, every person fleeing violence or trauma, every newcomer to town, and every newly out person. This center belongs to every single LGBTQ person seeking community, connection, and support in central Pennsylvania. In our current political reality, there are many people who do not want us to exist and who seek to cause us harm. Throughout history, our communities have been resilient in the face of oppression and discrimination, and we have always built spaces of our own to take care of our own. The opening of this center today would not be possible without the decades of work of our predecessors, our elders, and our ancestors, many of whom are here today, and some of whom are not. That work laid the groundwork for where we stand today. And so from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you to each one of you who came before us and laid this out for us. Over the years, we've built community in basements and third floors, in storefronts and shared spaces, virtually during the pandemic. And so the opening of this new permanent space continues in this strong tradition and will allow the center to serve our communities even better for many years to come. I am so excited to see what the future holds for this center and for our communities. So thank you so much.
Go ahead, hold it. So what we'll do is everybody on 3 will get in and just cut something. 1, 2, and 3. All right.